Hey guys, how's it going? So today's video, because Valentine's Day is coming up, is going to be the love triangle game. This was originally created by Jessethereader. I'm going to leave his video linked down below. I'm playing it a little bit differently though. I also played this last year, and instead of picking out one person and then picking out the two people and deciding which of the two of them is with that one person, I'm just going to pick out three people and decide which two out of those three should be together. So that's what I'm going to do, changing up the rules. Also, for the sake of this game, we're just going to assume that everybody is of age and attracted to each other. So I have all of my names in my Tim Hortons mug here, so I'm going to just pick three out and see what happens. So our first three candidates are going to be Katniss from the Hunger Games, Delilah Bard from the Shades of Magic series, and Sazed from Mistborn. Ooh. Okay. So the problem is that, first of all, I hate Katniss. I just don't like her at all. I love Lila. I think that she is just so spunky and fun, and I love watching her. And Sazed was my favorite out of the Mistborn series because I just love him. Even though I don't think it... Well, See, I can see similarities between Lila and Vin. And I really liked Vin and Sazed dynamic, like just their friendship. I don't think it's gonna work, but I want them to try it. So I want to go with Lila and Sazed. Our next potential love triangle is going to be Mina from Girls Made of Snow and Glass, Count Olaf from the Series of Unfortunate Events, and Kelsier from Mistborn. I love Count Olaf. I think he is just such a fun character to read about. But there's something about Mina and Kelsier that I think would just go really good together. If you don't know, Kelsier is a very strong magician, and he's just really driven and doesn't care about rules, and he's just a fun troublemaker. And Mina is the stepmother from Girls Made of Snow and Glass, which is kind of a Snow White retelling or reimagining. And she's had a hard life, and I want her to be happy because I really love her. And I think that she would find Kelsier amusing, and I think that he would lighten her up. So I think that I'm going to go with Mina and Kelsier. Our next ones are going to be... Get away! Okay, fine. These two. Noelle from It's Kind of a Funny Story. Daenerys Targaryen from Song of Ice and Fire. And their third will be Rand al'Thor from Wheel of Time. So I love Rand. I think that he is a really fun character. I really like how complex he is, and the way that he handles power is really interesting. Daenerys, no spoilers, but I love her. I think that she's so sweet. I think that she also had a lot of trouble adapting to power. And Noelle from It's Kind of a Funny Story, she is one of the other patients in the mental institution, and she has a lot of depression, and she wears a shirt that says "I hate boys." So I can't see her and Rand because I don't think that she would go along with that. I kind of like Daenerys and Noelle. I think they both have that I don't give a shit kind of attitude, and they just, I don't know, there's something about them. But Daenerys and Rand, I think, have a lot in common, and I think that they could really help each other. Oh, this is hard. I think that long-term, Rand and Daenerys would be really good together. Also, the power that those two would have. Like, think about all of Rand's magic, and now think of dragons. Our next trio is Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol, Rye from Shades of Magic, and, oops, Ned Stark from Song of Ice and Fire. Wow. So Ebenezer Scrooge is a cold-hearted, driven man. Rye is all about fun and flirting and, yeah. And Ned Stark is all about honor and family. See, Ned is very dedicated to his family, and so is Rye. But their personalities, I can't. I almost want to say Rye and Scrooge, just because I would love to just watch that play out, but it would be terrible. So I guess I'm going to go with Ned Stark and Ebenezer Scrooge, which, I don't know. I think that Scrooge's commitment to his goals would be kind of nice for Ned. Like, I think that he would, I don't know. I don't think that this one would really work, but I'm having fun picturing it. Next, we have Charlie from In a Mirror by Emily Bourne. Haymitch from The Hunger Games. And Pip from Great Expectations. Ooh. Okay. I cannot see Haymitch and Pip together. And I like Charlie. Charlie was my favorite, so I really want her to be with somebody good. I think that she kind of needs somebody to calm her down a little bit. And I think that Pip, especially later in the book, could do that. I think that Haymitch would be fun for her. I think she would have fun with Haymitch, but I think they would just be really, really good buddies. So I'm going to pair Charlie with Pip because I love Charlie and I love Pip, and that's an idea. Our next round will be Elaine Trakand from Wheel of Time. I love her. Violet Baudelaire from the Series of Unfortunate Events. And Mateo from They Both Die at the End. Oh. So Elaine is a lot more powerful than she looks. Like, she looks like this prim and proper princess, but really she will do anything for her country and for her people, and I really love her inner strength. Violet is so smart and crafty and fun, and I really like her. I think that she's just a really great character. And Mateo is so good and pure and deserves everything happy in life. So I don't think that Mateo could be with either of these people because Elaine has to do some really hard things. And, I mean, I don't want Mateo... He's already in a book called They Both Die at the End. I don't want him also to be living in a series of unfortunate events. So I kind of think that maybe Elaine and Violet, because I think that they would feed off each other kind of well, and I can kind of see some, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Avienda from Wheel of Time. I can kind of see some of her in Violet, and I love the dynamic between her and Elaine. So I'm going to go with Violet and Elaine. Round 7, I think. Brimstone from Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. And Bean from Ender's Game. Peter Parker and Brimstone. I love Brimstone. I love his darkness, and I think that Peter Parker could lighten him up a little bit, especially sarcastic Peter Parker. I don't know, I just think that him and Brimstone will really get along, and honestly, I can't see Bean with any of them. So yeah, Peter Parker and Brimstone. I don't know why, but that just immediately sounds like a good idea to me. Next, we have Evelyn Hugo from The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. And Killian from Fairy Tale by Rebecca Rodriguez. I feel like Evelyn Hugo would marry Killian just to use him, because that's what Evelyn Hugo does. But Atticus... So if you don't know, Killian is a spoiled prince who lives in this magical world where he gets everything he wants and everything's easy, etc. Obviously not for the whole book. That's the world that he comes from. Atticus is a very dry lawyer type guy. Enough said. Evelyn Hugo is a strong and powerful, just do whatever it takes to get what you want kind of person. And I feel like, you know what? Evelyn Hugo wants to be a queen. So Evelyn Hugo would end up with Killian, who would probably really like Hollywood. Like just the flashiness and I don't know. I think that it would be a very loveless relationship, but they would both get something they want out of it. So I'm gonna pair up Killian with Evelyn Hugo. Round 9. Okay, these two. Celia from The Night Circus. Carew from Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Ooh. And Rhea from Wildcat. Ah, dang it. So Celia is magical, like in talent and in personality, and I don't want to explain her too much because I don't like explaining The Night Circus because I think that you shouldn't know much about it. But I really like Celia and her outlook, and I don't know. And Carew, I love. She's living in this world of monsters, and I love her. I don't like the way the series ended, unfortunately, but I like her as a character. Again, she's someone who's strong and doesn't really give a shit. And Rhea is from Wildcat. I love her so much. I gushed about her a couple times. She is so badass, like badass, and I love being in her head, and I love just all the thoughts. She's so smart and so strong. So my instinct is Celia and Carew, because the magic that they both have together, I think would just be so, I don't want to say magical, but something. But Rhea and Carew, I really like that. I think that they could just destroy the world together. I'm gonna go with Rhea and Carew. I think that they would just be so badass together, and they could do absolutely anything. Like, they would just be such a power couple. They've both have a lot of unnecessary hardships in their life, and I just want them both to be happy. And my last three are going to be Katza from Graceling, Harry Cameron from The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and Laszlo Strange from Strange the Dreamer. I liked Katza. She was cool. She was badass. I loved Harry. He was my favorite, aside from Evelyn Hugo. He was my favorite. I just fell so in love with him. And Laszlo, I absolutely adored. I think that Harry and Laszlo, I don't know, there's just something really beautiful about that. I think that Laszlo could show Harry the beautiful magical world and take him away from big bad Hollywood. And I think that Harry, he kind of just goes along with things. Like when Evelyn Hugo was getting into some of her messes, he just accepts it and goes in to help. And I think that he would just kind of roll with the punches. And I think that Laszlo's world wouldn't bother him as much as it would most people. I think he would just be like, oh, this whole thing is strange, and I don't understand there's monsters and magic and all these weird things. But Hollywood doesn't make sense either, so okay. They would be good together, and they're both just such sweet, amazing, wonderful people, and they would just treat each other so kindly, and I just want them to both be happy forever. So Harry and Laszlo, yes. So that was the love triangle game. I am really curious to know what other people think of these, if there's any that you disagreed with, or any that you would have picked something else. Also, let me know what your favorite ship was. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button to let me know, and subscribe to stay up to date with the rest of my videos. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday, usually reading or writing related. So I hope to see you guys next time, and until then, have a great day. Bye!